Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you for checking my video. So today we're going to be doing a fun project. This is a tutorial for parents and teachers to do with the kids. And as you can see on the screen, we're taking their hand and we're painting it. This would make for a great gift idea, or even for them to keep it for themselves. So you guys ready? Hit it, DJ. All right, so let's get started. So what I've done is I've taken a canvas, and this particular one comes flat. I picked a packet at Michael's, and this particular one is a 6x8, and it comes in with 5 of them, and it cost me about $7. They do have different sizes, and obviously the bigger the size, the more expensive, and they do have some smaller ones that you can also experiment with. I just think this is cool because, like I said, it's rigid, so it's a little easier for the kids to paint on it. And what I like about it too is that it's got a part on the back, a place for the children to sign their name, to date it, so that way if they give it as a gift or if they keep it for themselves, years from now they can go back and see when it was done, and I'm sure their hands will be much bigger by then. So again, I've gone ahead and drew my hand, and all you have to do is put your hand down and then trace around it with a pencil. Um, so now what I'm gonna do is take some of these paints. You can use different colors, doesn't really matter. But what I did was I picked these up at Michael's as well. There's different brand names, and you can get them even at Walmart, at different craft stores. This particular brand is Craft Smart, and the price ranges from 70 cents all the way up to maybe $1.50, $2. It all depends if you're using gloss or metallic. This particular one is like a flat color, and like I said, there's so many different shades of colors. Like for the blues, there's like 20 different blues. So I love it, and like I said, it's very inexpensive. So we're gonna do that, and I'm thinking about, for the hand, just using a lighter color. That way, it just makes it easier for what we're trying to do on this project. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pour it on here. You could use a paper plate to do that. Sometimes I paint straight out of the cap like this, and then just dip my brush. But for this one, I'm just going to pour it in here. And what's good about this is that it's, the kids are learning how to paint, and not just that, but learning how to keep the colors within the line. When you're starting out, obviously it's gonna go over. So, and there's brushes out there that comes in different kits, and they're very inexpensive as well. You can pick up different little bags for a couple of dollars, maybe $5. And speaking about brushes, try using a different brush for the lighter colors, and then another brush for the darker colors. And the reason being is that, say for instance, on this one, I'm using orange. So when I clean the brush and then I go back and use blue, at times, depending if you just didn't clean it very well, there's going to be times where there's going to be orange residue still left on the brush. So that can, change the color of the, when you go back with the blue. So just be careful with that. And same thing goes with the water. You need some water to rinse the brushes. Unless you want to, pour out the water between cleaning the brushes, maybe have a couple of bowls. And one is for the lighter colors, like if we're using yellow and white, and then the other one for the darker colors. Because say for instance, I was painting this blue, right? And then I'm cleaning the brush, the water is going to change to a bluish color, and then when I go back using this orange, yellow orange, it can change the color to maybe green. So just kind of be mindful of that. And so maybe just pick up, best thing, especially if you're working with multiple kids, best thing is to pick up a kit of brushes and just use, like I said, one for the lighter colors and one for the darker colors. So all right, let me speed this up and then we can get to the next step. Okay, so the paint should be relatively dry. Just keep that in mind, since we're dealing with liquids. It can get messy, if the child is, excited and wants to keep going, they may get it all over their hands. So just be mindful of that, wait a couple of minutes. Maybe a good idea would be to work on two of them. So maybe one they can keep and the other one they can give away. So as one is drying, they can start working on the second one. That would be another idea for that. So what I'm gonna do, and this is your full liberty to do whatever, especially the kids, whatever they want. So what I'm gonna do is just add a darker orange, like an outline of it, like so. The thing with these colors, they're very translucent, so you may have to go back and do a second coat, just because like I said, they're kind of see-through. And that's what happens often with paints that are less expensive. You may deal with that issue. So anyway, so we're just gonna play around and add on to it and then go from there. So I'll speed it up. Okay, so now I'm gonna paint the background lighter blue. This one is called pool blue. So I'm gonna do that part. Just be careful too, and it happened in one of my other tutorials. Some of these colors, since it's liquidy, when you start brushing it, sometimes it'll splatter, and it'll especially if it's a lighter color, it can get on there, and that's what happened to one of my other tutorials. So you just got to be a little careful, and sometimes you just can't help it. So hopefully we won't do that today. All right, so what I'm doing now is adding blue, a blue outline. Again, it really depends what the child wants to do. I wanted to talk about this part in here. This will be a great area for the children to sign their name if they wanted to. That's definitely an option, using either blue paint or something like that so it stands out. That's completely fine. Remember to sign and date the back. Make sure that they do that, so that way years from now they can see when it was done. And I just think it's a really fun, important project to me, because it's their hand, right? So years from now, when they see this painting, it could be their first painting, it could be their second, that part doesn't really matter, but to see their hand, how small it was, I think is very meaningful. And just like I mentioned earlier, work on several ones at the same time. So as one is drying, work on another one, and it just makes for great gift ideas. And just have fun with it, right? That's the key too, is just to enjoy and have a good time. But until then, I believe we're done with this project. Make sure to like my video, subscribe to my channel. I do have other videos on my channel to check out, tutorials, and then there's some more professional paintings that I've done if you want to see that as well. If you have any questions or you have any ideas and you want me to look into it and maybe create a video, let me know as well. All right, guys, have fun out there. Bye-bye.